Look at this comfy puppy right here. Isn't she so cute? Hi neighbors. Welcome back to another video of cooking with neighbors, but we're not cooking because it's our tea talk today. And I have the water boiling, and I picked up this for our tea today. I like it. I went out to the store this morning to get a different tea to have with us all. I want to say something. I'm very happy. I'm very excited and to know that my cousin Natalie is watching, hopefully today too, and maybe perhaps my Aunt Carmel out on the west coast of Canada. Love you Carmel, love you Natalie, and love my whole family. My mom's family, growing up, I tell you, you couldn't have better. You couldn't have a better childhood than what I had with my stepfather's side, my biological father's side, my mom's side. I had all wonderful. My mom, I was very fortunate. My mom had a large family, 14 siblings, 4 brothers, and the rest all sisters and stuff. And so, which meant we had lots of cousins, and I love my cousins. So I just wanted to say thank you, Natalie, for stopping by and subscribing and sending a video out to Aunt Carmel and whatnot. And yeah, so anyway, I was very fortunate growing up. Got my little teacup. I love this thing. So my water's just well boiled. Mooney is getting a drink of water. I just filled up the bowl with fresh stuff. Yeah, so that's what I am thankful for today. Wake up every day and go to bed every day. Say a few things that you're thankful for before you fall asleep, and say a few things that you're thankful for when you start your day, and it helps you keep a positive mindset, because it can be tough some days, right? But yeah, because just the world itself can be like overwhelming with things that are kind of negative, right? Or negative, period. I'm going to take you on outside. It's a beautiful day. It's going to be a hot one. We've been in a heat wave, so it's been quite hot, but right here in the shade right now, it's not too bad. It's warm, but yeah, it's going to be another hot one. So how is everybody doing? Fill me in. I like to hear. How's it going? Oop, I don't want to drop. I don't want to drop, yes. Yeah, so what has been going on in my world over here? Nothing exciting, actually. I'm trying to come up with a meal plan, actually, because I changed my mind a few times because of the hot weather. I'm going to be doing some casseroles, because if you look on the channel, like casserole like crazy. Casserole queen, I guess you can call me. Like, I love them. So I'm probably going to do a few casseroles. You want to know what I do sometimes? It's kind of a funny thing. But you'll see me in videos. I touch my nose, right? And the reason being, I don't know if you ever heard of this paresthesia. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, there's 2 spots on my back and right here my face. I get a sensation of like ice melting, like water dripping down my face. And like somebody holding an ice cube on a spot of my back, almost the size of a quarter, it feels like, right? And spot this part of my back and then the lower part of my back. And it's so weird. I'm used to it, but it's still a strange feeling. And sometimes I still touch my face. Sometimes I can ignore it and not touch it, but other times, like, I touch it because it feels like there's water dripping down my face. Happens several times a day. My back is only like a few times a week that will happen, but on my face it's like several times a day. So I don't know if that's due to when I had a tumor in my head and it was removed. I don't know if it caused these to happen, because it happened, it didn't start until after the surgery. But anyway, if you ever see me just kind of like in my videos, just kind of touching my nose area, that's why. What's another thing? I have appointments coming up. I got that appointment rescheduled that I missed. I think I said that I got it rescheduled, but yeah, anyway, I got it rescheduled. I don't know if I told you in the last tea talk or not. Got that rescheduled for July 26th. Thank goodness. Set bells like crazy on my phone to remind me. I have an appointment on the 27th as well, because I have this lump on my left breast that they're keeping an eye on. We found it 6 months ago. No, maybe about. And then they sent me for an ultrasound, and then they said, yeah, definitely there's something there. Let's check it in a few more months and see if it changed in size any, and if so, then they'll biopsy it. And I was like, just biopsy it. I'm thinking to myself, because like my mom, she passed away from breast cancer, and she was only a young lady, and I'm at the age that she was basically when she found out that she had breast cancer. So all this stuff runs through your head, you know. So yeah, so they're going to check that at the end of the month. I'll go for another ultrasound to see if it changed any, and if so, then they'll biopsy it. I might just ask the doctor when I see my regular doctor on the 19th as well, so I might just ask him, like, you know, if it's still there, which it is because I can feel it, can we just get it biopsied instead of like this thing running through my head that something might be there that shouldn't be there, you know what I mean? So yeah, and then after that, I have this other thing. It's a growth on one of my lungs, but I think that's normal. I think people just have that and we just don't know we have it. I don't know, like a nodule, because it might, you know, I think that people get those anyway, and I'm a lumpy person. I get cysts. I'm prone to getting cysts anyway, so they're going to recheck that. They're keeping an eye on that as well. So yeah, that's the stuff that's going on in my world. A couple other health stuff, but anyway, that's the more prevalent at the moment. Yeah, so what do you think? Like, am I, for wanting to get it biopsied anyway, like, that's not being paranoid maybe, is it? I don't know. Anyway, it's just scary. And my Aunt Sarah, mom's sister, she had breast cancer, you know, like, so it's in the family. Cancer itself, right through both sides of my family. And I have this rare disease that ups the chances of certain things. So, and for the most part, this disease that I have, like, it's in remission for the most part. And there's really no cure for it, but it just is what it is, right? So it's part of the reason why I had that tumor in my head, which there is a little spot back in there now, so they're gonna redo another MRI in the fall. But I think that it could be just like causes from, hopefully, just from the surgery itself. Like, maybe that's what the mark is. Maybe it's just scar tissue. I don't know. Oh, that tea is hot. It is hot, but it's tasty. I should have waited for it to cool off a little bit. When we were kids, when the tea was hot, Dad used to say, pour it in your saucer. So we pour it in the saucer and it cool right down and we drink it. Drink it out of the saucer. Oh, talk about Dad. He used to bake sometimes. Now, Dad didn't do a heck of a lot in the kitchen, but once in a while he'd bake, like biscuits and bread and stuff, because his mom taught him, he said. And he used to make his porridge and things. Anyway, he made these biscuits like into a dessert for us sometimes. I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna make that soon, I hope. Oh, this weekend is my husband and I would be married 30 years actually it's the 10th, so I say this weekend because we're going to celebrate it this weekend. And my friends here, Ronnie and Terry, they're going to be married on the 8th. They'll be married 45 years. So yeah, congratulations to them. I love them. I'm going to, I was going to make like a nice meal for us and stuff like this, but Graham wants to take me out for a bite to eat. So, and Alec and Alina, his parents, sent us a couple of dollars to go out for dinner. So that's what we're going to do this weekend. Yeah, 30 years. Been together for 36 years, since 1987. And I love him to death. He's just a wonderful man. I'm very lucky. I'm very fortunate. But I am going to make, I'm hoping anyway, when we were married, we had strawberry shortcake was our dessert. And of course, like a little wrapped up fruit cake. Tradition, right? And I'm going to do a take on a strawberry shortcake. I got two in my head that I don't know which one I'm going to pick, but I'm going to make it for us for a dessert this weekend. So just, you know, reminiscing of our wedding kind of thing. And yeah, so I'm going to do that. It brings me back and thinking about our Andrew too, because he was our ring bearer in our wedding. He was so sweet, so cute, cutest button, that kid. And so yeah, so 30 years on July the 10th. Hard to believe. It's like, where did that go? I don't know. Somewhere. It went somewhere. So today it's going to be like over 100 degrees again. So I have chicken that I picked up. I might throw it in the freezer, or I might, because I might not turn the oven on. Might be making something light, but I could turn the barbecue on if it's not too hot to stand out here later. We'll see. So yeah, coming up in the next videos in next week, I finally made the cinnamon rolls that you have to watch because they're phenomenal, and you have to make them someday. And if it's too hot now, I understand like that you're not going to make it, but someday in the future you got to make them. It's really, really good. And then I'm going to videotape making the strawberry take on the strawberry shortcake for our wedding anniversary. I'll videotape that, and I'll share that probably next week. I'll save the video, because this weekend I don't think I'll be doing like editing and posting this weekend. I'm not quite sure. And I have after this video, maybe tomorrow I'll post it, but maybe Saturday, I don't know. Anyway, my eggplant video that I videotaped, I'll be putting that up, the recipe for that. I've been doing a couple of barbecue videos. What do you think of those? Are they something that you enjoy, like to share in barbecue videos? Because there's not a day, well, I'm either cooking or I'm baking. Like if I don't have a day where I'm making supper and we're having leftovers, like I'm baking something. Like if somebody told me not to do something in the kitchen, heck man, I don't know what I'd do with myself. But anyway, yeah. I got some casseroles. I might start making the casseroles on the barbecue. I don't know. What do you think of that? Anyway, I think you're wonderful. That's what I think. I think that you're wonderful to spend any time over here, and I appreciate it. Sending out love to all of you. Best wishes and love. I know that life can be a bit difficult. The cost of living. It's like, ugh, go to the grocery store. Like I went this morning to get like the tea, right? So I got some deli meat from Walmart. Not anything expensive, like just like some turkey, because I'm going to make Graham some turkey club sandwiches for lunch, for his lunch tomorrow. And I picked up an Italian loaf because there's an appetizer that I want to make us on barbecue. And the Italian loaf was only $1 something. I'd bake my own stuff if it's too hot. That's another thing I'm going to start doing in the fall. Like I bake a lot. I do a lot of, I make olive bread, I make Italian bread, all rolls, you name it. I'm going to start in the fall because I know it's really hot. But I'm going to start doing some bread baking stuff. But let me know if you want me to do that before the fall, because I could do it before the fall too. Yeah, so I picked up that. I picked up cucumbers. Couldn't believe the price. This was a phenomenal deal. They were 59 cents or something like that, even less, for English cucumbers. So I grabbed 2 of those. Pack of peppers. I always go through peppers like crazy. But anyway, I get up, I ring it in. It still came to 50 bucks. I was like, what the heck, man? Like, what did I get? That's like $50. Like, it's crazy. I was going to do a haul video on it, but yeah, I knew I was doing my tea talk, so I didn't do a haul video. So, my meal plan. Debbie here, I love her. She likes meal plans. So I got to work on sharing a better meal plan. Right, Debbie? Don't you agree? Anyway, that's Andrew's Memorial Garden back there. For those of you who don't know, it has roses, and every year Casey picked something to put in there, him and I. And Graham's Aunt Warna from Glace Bay down home, she had gotten my sister-in-law to pick up the rose bush and drop it off for the garden. So we got that in the garden, and the Buffalo Bills tiki thing, and a little angel holding a dog because Andrew was up there with his dog Fancy. Yeah, we were very fortunate that the dogs that we got were very, very gentle. Yeah, very sweet, very gentle. But anyway, for those of you who don't know, that's his memorial garden back there. Though that bush that we planted up in the corner, that changes color. So it'd be white, and then it'd be a purplish color, like a bluish purple, and then it changes over to a pink. Yeah, so every season it's like changing colors. So Casey and I saw that at a garden center. It was only a tiny twig practically when we got it, and it grew quite fast. But yeah, we saw that, and then Casey and I were like, that'd be so nice to have in Andrew's garden, because every season, like, there's another color for him. Thank you to those. Like, I keep on keep on going to end the video, and I keep talking. My videos have been being shared out. I appreciate that, because it helps my channel grow, because I really would like for it to grow. You guys are a saving grace. Keep my sanity. Life, you know, you can get in your own head, right? So having here, being able to know that I have you guys to come over and chat with and make meals with and desserts with, it really brightens my day. My husband and my Casey brighten my day too. Don't get me wrong, because they are wonderful. But you know, you got to have something that is kind of like yours, kind of thing. Like Graham likes darts and golfing, and he does different things, and Casey does different things. So this is my thing. So thank you for supporting me. I really do appreciate it. I love you all. Take care, everyone. Peace, love, God bless.